Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 2 of Wakelet Community Week. This is going to be a great session. This is the ultimate student showcase with myself, and of course, we have Ryan there as well. Hey, Ryan.
Hey, James. How's it going?
Yeah, good. Thank you. Excited for day 2?
We're set for day 2. I'm really excited about today's lineup, man.
Amazing, amazing. Well, you can see one of our special guests is already on screen there. We have Kennedy. We also have 2 other amazing student speakers joining us. We have Brianna and Clark, who are backstage as well. And what this is going to be is what it says. It's the ultimate student showcase. We have these 3 amazing students showcasing the way they use Wakelet in their portfolios and in their kind of classroom design. So it'll be a great session. It'll be very fun. Just so everyone does know, certificates and resources will be sent at the end of this session. So don't worry about that at all. We do have a competition going on. So anything that you hear that you find inspiring, that you really like, you want to share with others from our amazing speakers, please do share on social using the hashtag Wakelet Community Week, because that enters you into an amazing competition with some great prizes. We have some VR headsets. We have some daily prizes too, swag packs. The full lot is there, and every entry is an entry into the competition. So that's all good there. And then just before we get started, Ryan, do you want to shout anyone out in the comments there? We have a kind of worldwide audience for this one.
We do have a worldwide audience. So I know that the comment just came up there, but the Bell family right here from our hometown joining in to support Kennedy. Sharo, Lois, Mohammed, just great to see a bunch of Sandy just popping in as well. Lots of familiar faces throughout the Wakelet community.
Mm-hmm. Amazing. Yeah, thank you everyone so much for joining this. And I think, yeah, like we said, it's truly, truly global. And even the speakers here, we have Clark in the UK who we'll start with, then Brianna in India and Kennedy in the US. So let's start with the UK then. We'll take you off screen, Ryan, and we'll invite our first speaker onto the stage, Clark Dearson. Hey, Clark, how are you?
Hi, I'm really excited to be here and to share my experiences with Wakelet.
Amazing. Thank you so much for joining there. I kind of give you a bit of a dishonor with you at the intro there. Clark is actually the Children's Parliament Prime Minister. And if you watched the Wakelet Live yesterday, we explained a bit more about it. But it's an initiative that Wakelet are a part of. And Clark was actually voted, I think back in March, weren't you? Voted as Prime Minister by the fellow PMs. So congratulations first off, Clark. Would you like to give us an introduction to yourself and into the Children's Parliament and your role as Prime Minister?
Love to. So, hi everybody, I'm Clark Dearson. I am the Prime Minister of the Sir David Ames Children's Parliament in the UK. I have quite a mixed interests. I really love lots of different things, and I find that Wakelet is a really great way to put them all down. So, hi.
Amazing. Again, thank you so much for joining us, Clark. I think what we'll start with is, because you've already started your portfolio on Wakelet, right? Should we start there and share how you've kind of started to build it since you've become PM?
Okay.
Brilliant. Okay. Right, I'm going to share my screen and you let me know when you can see it. Yep. Okay. Right. You take it away. You direct me where you want to go. Please show the lovely people around the world how you're using Wakelet for your portfolio.
So, like I said before, I have a really wide range of interests and hobbies. I love loads of different stuff, ranging from academics, sports, adventure activities. I do scouts. I am in the Southend City Athletics Club, and I really love loads of different stuff. Karate, for one, as you can probably see for the picture of one of my collections. So, should we start there? My interests and hobbies.
Of course, yeah, let's go.
So I found Wakelet a really great way to document all the things I loved, and like a digital diary and a way to put down all of my different hobbies, interests, and other stuff that I like to do. So like you can see here, there's a lot of different pictures, and it's a really great way to get creative with loads of different GIFs, pictures, writing, and it's really fun. So, yeah.
Yeah, can see you've got a lot of different hobbies in here. Yeah. There's you baking as well. So you can see that obviously all of the interests are kind of in one. And is this something you want to kind of showcase on your portfolio to the other children in the Parliament, the other MPs?
I'd really like to show how good it is to have like a wide variety in your life and to have so much stuff going on. it's really great to be able to not just do one thing, but to be able to experience everything. So that's really good.
Amazing.
Can you go to the places you will go?
Of course.
I travel quite a lot, and this was a really lovely way to put it all down. So, for example, if you can see below, I recently went to Cornwall and I really enjoy surfing. So that was really lovely. And yeah, it's a really great way to just be yourself, to let everybody know about you, and to almost have like a part of you online that everybody can see. So that's really good.
Of course.
Wakelet,
Yeah.
like I said before, again, is really lovely. It's really good. It enables you to just put yourself down and just have a bit of time being yourself.
Yeah. And is that something that you want to do, Clark, actively as the Children's Prime Minister? You kind of want to showcase to people what you like to do in your spare time?
I'd really love to show everybody that, yes, I'm a Children's Prime Minister, I'm a politician, but I'm also just a child as well, and I can relate to everything that they do. So it's really good to have everybody knowing. So one of my really big interests is Lego. I really enjoy doing that. So yeah.
Yeah, and some of these creations, by the way, are amazing. I mean,
Thank you. So
talk
some
us
different
through
stuff
some of
there,
them.
hockey glider.
Yeah.
I built those for a school project actually, these houses. So it's really useful, Lego and Wakelet as well. Because like all good things, it has to come to an end. But with Wakelet, it's always there. And you can just look back over everything. So I built that robotic arm. So
Yeah, looks really cool. Yeah, and is that something that you can see with this portfolio, like yourself looking back maybe in a few years' time at those Lego creations and seeing how far that you've come?
I've only just started on mine. I'd like to really build on it and put a lot more down. So that's my portfolio so far, and it's really good.
Amazing. Just a question on that then, Clark. Then, would you encourage every child your age to kind of jump on Wakelet and use a portfolio for how you're using it?
Yes, I would definitely encourage lots of different people to go on it. It's, like I said before, a really great way to document everything, homework. It's a nice pastime when you're not doing schoolwork, and therefore it's just something really good to do. It's something that really enables you to practice being online, something that really introduces you to lots of different things that you're going to need when you're older. So I think definitely yes.
Yeah, I like what you said there as well, kind of practice to be online, because obviously as you get older, you'll be introduced to more social media platforms and online platforms out there. So this really helps you kind of get ready, doesn't it? And helps you be a good digital citizen, understanding what to put on this portfolio.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. Well, I want to ask you as well, Clark, because obviously being a child, you obviously are very tech savvy, but you want something that's easy. Did you find using Wakelet easy? Was it easy to put together those collections?
Yes, it was actually. It was really easy to navigate because on everything there is just really simple to understand instructions. For example, if on my portfolio in each of my collections, there's a button with 3 dots that you can press, and that just allows you to do anything, edit, add. So I found it really easy to navigate, and that was really good.
Yeah, that's a really handy trick. That those 3 dots can go missing sometimes. And then I think I already know the answer to this, but what was your favorite bit about the portfolio?
Probably the gifts, although that does probably sound a bit childish. I really enjoyed being able to put up just videos and have them going on repeat and watch them.
Yeah, no, 100%. I am exactly the same, Clark, and I know a lot of people in the comments will be the same. No matter what age we are, we all love GIFs. They're a lot more engaging than just seeing a still image. So I'm with you on that one.
Thank you.
Amazing. So is there anything else you want to add about your portfolio? Do you have an idea of what you want to continue adding to this portfolio?
Definitely. I'd like to add a lot more to my current collections and then split them up into different smaller collections, add to those, separate. So it's really good, and I would really love to build on what I've already got. I've only just started, and I'm already really enjoying it.
Amazing. And then one last question for yourself then. What advice would you give to someone that's watching you right now who may be 10, 11 years old and saying, okay, I want to start a portfolio? How would you advise they get started?
I would advise them to definitely start by just documenting about yourself. Just put up a portfolio that has everything about you in it, your interests, your hobbies, what you like, your favorite food, your favorite color, and that's a really good way to start. Then you can build up on that. So, for example, if you wanted to build up on a bit where you said, I really love adventure sports, you could then build a folder on that and just go with the flow. Make something that you're going to love and you think everybody else is going to love.
I completely agree with that. Yeah, start with yourself and what you enjoy, because then it can grow into something amazing. I think if you enjoy it as well, you'll spend a lot more time doing it.
Exactly.
And like we said, when you look back when you're older, you then have more to choose from as well when showcasing it to maybe employers or schools or colleges as well.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, anything else to add there, Clark?
No, I don't think so. Just thank you so much for letting me be here. It's been a really lovely experience being able to share what I've been doing on Wakelet and how I'm using Wakelet with everybody else to help advise them. So this has been really great. Thanks so much.
No, thank you, Clark. It's been absolutely amazing having you on. And obviously, we'll work together with yourself and the other MPs and help you all create your portfolios too. And we have a live event, don't we, coming up on June 13th?
Yes, we do.
Yeah. Do you have any more information about that for people watching?
I don't want to give too much away right now.
Okay.
So.
I like that, Clark. I like that. Well, a little bit of detail for those watching. It's a free event that you can join. If you go to the Children's Parliament, search that into Google, you'll find some information. And it's about, does democracy really matter? So Clark will be there. Some other MPs will too. And you can invite your child or your students along to join it for free too.
Yeah.
So if you like what Clark's been showing, there'll be more of that on June 13th.
It's been really great. Everybody gets a say. You get to put together your views. Nobody will judge you. It's a really nice parliamentary process. So everybody, like I said, everybody can participate. You can invite anybody. Everybody's welcome. So
yes, they are. And I think that's the key, but everybody is welcome. There's some information in the chat there to join. That's next week, June 13th. But for now, Clark, that has been amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your portfolio and your advice there.
Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you. See you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Wow, I think I can see the chat open on the right-hand side, and everyone is loving Clark's portfolio and his advice there. Ryan, do you have any kind of thoughts on Clark's profile there? We'll just pull you up for a second.
I'm gonna unmute myself as well. I thought the Clark's profile was incredible.
Yeah.
I know Kennedy and I were talking about some of the same things. You'll see, some Legos later on in her portfolio as well. But I think it's just showing the power of what students can do and not discounting. A lot of times we think, oh, students can't do this or they're too young to do these things. And I think all three of our speakers today are going to showcase just how easy the platform is and what you can do with something that allows students to reflect and learn and really own their narrative, right? Tell the story of who they are as a learner, those digital citizenship skills. I think Clark set the tone really well so far.
He has, yeah. Well, that's a great start. What we'll do then, Ryan, is we'll jump over to India and speak to Brianna, and then we'll come back to yourself and Kennedy.
Sounds good.
Nice one. Okay, well, I'd love to welcome Brianna then from India over to the stage. Welcome, Brianna.
Yeah. Hello, James.
Hey, how are you doing today?
I'm doing so fine.
Amazing, amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. I know it's the evening time for you there, Brianna. I know you use Wakelet in many, many ways, but I'd love to give you the floor to showcase it to all of our amazing worldwide community. So if you want to share your screen, you take it away. I'll be in the background. If you need me, give me a shout.
Yeah, sure. Just give me a second.
Of course.
I hope my screen is visible.
Yep, you're good to go.
Yeah, so there we go. It's the Ultimate Student Portfolio Showcase. And let me introduce myself briefly. So I'm Brianna Sangvi, currently pursuing Bachelor's of Engineering in Computer Science first year. I am a National Talkathon winner, India level, IBM Quantum Computing certified as well as Wakelet certified student and a youth speaker. Well, you can connect with me on LinkedIn, Twitter, or Instagram. So let's move ahead with the roadmap towards today's session. So these are the three main questions that I'm going to be answering during the whole session. What is portfolio? Why is it important? And how to create an effective one. So let's go ahead. The first one, what is a portfolio? A portfolio is basically a curated collection of that showcases our skills, work, and achievements. It is often used to demonstrate our expertise and skills. Well, this was a general portfolio, but if we talk about a student portfolio includes academic work, their learning progress, projects, as well as the achievements that showcases their skills and accomplishments. Moving ahead, as you can see on the left-hand side, it's a traditional portfolio. Earlier, people used to document their certificates, their merits, their grades into a single document to keep that and make it as a portfolio. But as we move ahead with the time, we are here with a digital portfolio. Right, digital portfolio. What does that mean? It doesn't mean just a curated collection of simple images or a simple text, but it's an interactive and engaging kind of a portfolio. It's a collection where you can showcase your skills, knowledge, expertise, experience, and a lot more. So, going ahead, yeah. So, why is it important to make a portfolio? A portfolio is a very vital thing in a student's career. Like following points, like tracking academic progress, highlights strengths, identifies areas for improvement, aids in setting goals, as well as it serves as a testament for the future career endeavors. Like I would like to brief them in further. Like if you talk about academic progress, it helps you track down your learning progress. Whether you are in 8th standard, you move ahead to another one and then another one, you can keep your grades perfectly curated in a collection. Next is it helps in your career and advancements. Like it becomes a testament to your experience, your work experience. It can show your skills in various fields. It can show your knowledge in particular fields, and they all help during your job interviews, internships, etc. Well, areas for improvement, of course, it helps you understand where you lack. It helps you to find the areas where you need to improve. And setting goals, you can set your goals, you can achieve them, make another goals, and achieve them further, one after the another. Strengths, it always gives you motivation because whenever you review your portfolio, you see what all you have achieved before and you are still achieving it, which means it will be showcasing your biggest strengths. Next is the main most crucial question, how to make an effective portfolio. Of course, your portfolio reflects you. A good portfolio not just contains some text about you and your work, your research, your projects, but it must contain multimedia contents like your certificates, link to your social media profiles, recommendations, and a lot more. Well, there comes a question in your mind, how should I make such an effective portfolio? Yeah, so the answer to that is Wakelet. Wakelet has customization. You can customize your portfolio in whichever way you want it. There are different layouts like mood board. You have different sections. You can compact it. You can create certain columns. There are certain layouts that you can use in Wakelet. Visuals, you can use any kind of engaging visuals. It can be a image, it can be video, it can be a web link, which you can link your collection with some other social media app. You can integrate that app into Wakelet collection. You can do a lot more with Wakelet. Immersive reader, I love that part. You can just put your content in a text form and start your immersive reader. It will read your content. Next is, I believe a timeline always works well. So here is a very good guide if you want to start your building your portfolio right now. First of all, you need to assemble. As Clark said, you need to assemble everything you want, you like. Certainly, as we go on in our daily routine, you might like something, you might acquire new skill, you might get some certificates. start collecting them, start assembling them, start assembling your certificates, acquired skills, your photographs, everything into one single place. Next step is categorize. Now segregate that assembled data into various categories. For example, I got many certificates, but what if I categorize into merit certificates, participation certificates, achievement certificates into various kinds of certificates? So it will be categorized. Next part is to showcase. After categorizing it, we need to showcase it in a very proper way. It can be very engaging and a lively way, which makes the reader to like curious to know more about you and your portfolio. So you can use various layouts. You can customize it in your own way so that your whole thing, the whole item that you want to present is showcased properly. Next is to update. The most of the people do what they do is create a portfolio and just keep it. And it's like after 3 or 4 years, they want that portfolio, but it is not updated. So it is not useful anymore. You need to keep updating your portfolio continuously, regularly, so that whenever you require it, it's updated and ready with you. Moving ahead, let's take a quick look at my portfolio. I'll be sharing my portfolio. Just a second. I would like to confirm if my screen is visible. Hello.
Yeah, we can see that, Brianna.
Yeah, I hope my screen is visible.
Yeah, we can see that.
Yeah. So this is my portfolio. I have currently kept it in a simpler way. What I have done is, first of all, I have had my own image, then a basic details of my own, and a basic intro. Then I have created a collage of my achievements. After that collage, I've started to categorize my achievements in different ways. Like, first of all, I have kept academic achievements. I've kept some text to explain what all my academic achievements would include. And now, this academic achievements, if I'm clicking on it, it's a different collection. So, what I've done is created a different collection for academic achievements, and I've linked that to my main collection. So these academic achievements include all the different certificates that I've achieved in academic section. If I am moving further, I get to see co-scholastic achievements. I can see that in co-scholastic achievements, I have various other certificates that I have got in different various other fields like karate or running or maybe relay, in various other co-scholastic activities. If I move further ahead, these are the things like hobbies. I love to draw. I love to capture images. So if you can see, these are some of my drawings. This is mandala art. So I do a lot of mandala, as well as these are my some of my captures. I've linked Instagram post of mine, which means we can integrate something that is not in Wakelet to Wakelet collection as a portfolio. So this was about hobbies. I can move ahead and talk about some of the innovation in education. This includes some of the projects that I have done before. Like, for example, there was the Talkathon thing, and Talkathon, national level Talkathon. We created an application here. This is Pahel. This was when we won Talkathon. This is when I got a podcast. So, this is how I have made a collection of various things in a little interactive way, engaging way, so that it's more visual. It's more of a good visual to people. These are the community initiatives like donating something, giving something, uh, playing games with some poor children, and like having a heart-to-heart talk with people. Community initiatives always matters. And again, moving further, I have the another collection where there are other certificates. So basically, a portfolio must show a 360 degree of your personality. You should show everything that you do in your portfolio. So yes, this is all about my portfolio. Also, I would like to share one more thing. Just a second, I'll share my screen again. Yeah, I would like all of you, I hope that it reached you all well. I would like all of you to please give your testimonial about this session on this Wakelet collection. I've created a collection where every one of you can add your own message to that collection about the session, about anything you want to add on so that you can get used to the Wakelet collections. I hope it reached you well. Thanks a lot for listening to me. You can scan the QR code or go on the link which will be posted in the comment section.
Amazing, Brianna. Thank you so much. I've shared that in the chat so everyone can see the invite link. So please do leave some testimonials and feedback for Brianna's collection there and the presentation. Thank you so much, Brianna. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I just want to just point out the 4 points you said kind of about how to assemble and categorize, showcase, and update your portfolio as a tip. I thought was amazing, especially leading on from Clark. And I think the last point, update, is probably one of the most key, right? Because obviously, a portfolio isn't to be one and done or like done and put down. It's supposed to be updated constantly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's in school, but then also outside of school. And do you have plans to take this beyond school as well?
Yeah, beyond school. That's actually the main part. Like school, we get academic achievements, but when you go out of school, you learn a lot more.
Exactly, yeah. And we can clearly see just how creative you are and how much activities you're involved in as well, because that was an amazing portfolio. And just as you said there, yeah, it's one thing to showcase your academic achievements and in the classroom, but to show you as a well-rounded person and everything that you're interested in and your hobbies, I think is very important. So thank you for showing that.
And this actually helps in future career endeavors as well. Like if you're going for a job interview or something, you can always show something like this as a portfolio.
Exactly, yeah. No, that's a very, very good point. Thank you so much for joining us there. Anything else that you want to add to our wonderful audience? Anything you want to say?
Yeah, thank you so much for listening to me and hope it reached you well, really. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Brianna. Have a good day.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing. I think I speak for everyone in the chat. That's two amazing young student speakers there showcasing their portfolios. And I think it was really good of Brianna to showcase those tips at the start. And I think that's something we'll use and we'll share out with everyone so you can share those tips with your students as well. So yeah, please keep your comments coming in. It's been a great session so far. We're down to our third and final speaker. So I'll bring them on the screen. We've got the wonderful Kennedy. Hey, Kennedy.
Hello.
Hey, how are you doing today?
Good.
Good.
It's a little bit early for her on summer vacation, so she's still a little yawny over here. But
well, what time are we over there in Pennsylvania?
8:30. But summer vacation, no more school, so it's a little. She's used to sleeping in now.
Yeah.
There we go. Well, apologies for waking you up early, Kennedy, but we appreciate you being here.
No, I want to comment on Brianna's. Like, that was a really good presentation, and I love the fact that she mentioned that holistic 360 view of not just academics, but tying everything in together. So important to be able to showcase who you truly are. Again, it all comes back to that.
It does. It really, really does. And I think to have Kennedy close the show, I know I've seen a few of Kennedy's collections and profiles, and we'll showcase that in action. So Kennedy, you take it away. Ryan, you'll be on the support.
Yep, I got you for this one. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. So last year, I know you created this one.
My fourth grade character trait collection.
Yeah, we were trying to showcase all of your character traits for a Leader in Me school.
Yeah.
And you wanted to showcase, the 3 leadership traits that you had in first grade and one that you wanted to work on for grade 2. And this one took off really well. So we've had lots of views on this collection that you created. And we'll talk a little bit about what you created, but you had a flip video in there.
I had my little leader awards. I had a couple of those. And then here I got selected to be in leadership day at my school. So I brought home this paper that had the words I had to do.
Your little speaking lines that you had to put in
Yeah.
there. Then you said creativity, which this is.
Oh, I love to draw. I like to draw pictures of my cat Mocha a lot.
So there's Mocha pictures all over the house.
Yes.
And then the last one was teamwork and wanting to be a good team player.
And I got first place for my all indoor soccer team made the first place.
Yeah, so last year indoor soccer, winter in Pennsylvania, so we can play indoor soccer. You were excited about that. And then the one you wanted to work on was perspective, being told no sometimes and why. And this was a really fun collection to do.
Yeah.
But you kept bugging me and saying, what? When can
I make my second grade one now?
Yeah, she kept asking me and saying, when can I make my second grade one? So we're proud to introduce your new one, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so we've got Kennedy's new collection for her second grade portfolio. And do you remember what you used for the cover image?
Canva, and I used and it was also fun to create an AI image.
She was really excited to use the AI image generator to create a likeness of herself at the very top.
And to see all the funny ones that they could pop up with too.
And to see all the other options that came up. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we used a lot of elements and the colors, and it was really fun. You liked using Canva, huh?
Yeah.
Good. We actually did your birthday invitation on Canva as well. So your second grade, we had a yearly recap, and you just typed a little bit about your yearly recap.
My teacher was Miss Lewis. I learned how to divide in math class. My best friends were Sagan, Hopper, Hadley, and Avery. My favorite day of the year was field day. We had a bunch of stations set up to practice.
Good. Yeah, you had a bunch of things that you wanted to reflect upon and put that in there. And then you started, and you did this all from your iPad, right?
Yes.
So you used the iPad app. You were taking pictures.
Yes.
And then what did you do after the pictures?
I cropped them down, and then when I was done, I sent them into Wakelet.
Quick and easy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So being able to quickly document that from your iPad, really quick and easy. This is something more that you learned about yourself.
Yeah, learning to love myself. And then my first portfolio has been being shown at events.
This is your portfolio being shown at BET by Amy. So you had your portfolio made it to the UK before you did, right? We got to tell James we got to fix that.
Yes.
So the portfolio made it to the UK before you, just like Clark, right?
Legos.
You have
Legos and Stitch.
Legos and Stitch. You have a pretty big affinity for Legos and Stitch, right?
Yes.
And what else do we share?
Cheering on Man City as a family. We'll see them here in the US in August.
Yeah, we're gonna go to a Man City game, so this is nice that we all can document our time together. Now, after the wrap up, we start getting into your stuff, right?
I had 2 pieces all in my in the art show this year at the local university, and I love all, and I really enjoyed the night from my art teacher, Mrs. Krepp, last year.
So what are these 2 art pieces?
My Monet Bridge and my Ted Harrison landscape.
So your Monet Bridge, your Ted Harrison landscape. Check those pieces out. Right? Not bad. It's all right, Monet. We got you.
Monet.
And then this is you at the
at the art show.
At the art show,
my
right?
Monet Bridge, and then here's my Ted Harrison landscape.
And you love art.
Yes.
Yeah. Easy to say.
It's my favorite.
So using this going forward, could you see this being like a showcase for all of your art samples?
No, I'm making another portfolio of art.
Just of all your art stuff. Perfect. Okay.
And then this, I made a project for guided reading. We had to make our own weird school because we were reading the books, and I made the learning school, and basically a weird school.
A weird school. Okay.
And then afterwards, we made a big one for our whole group, and it was like giant. There was like a slide that went through a shark tank. There was a trampoline room, a pet room. It was really cool. It was really fun to make.
That's awesome. How about this one? This is a pretty cool one too.
This so every week or every like other week sometimes we do 2-week projects. And all we make these we usually learn about an artist sometimes and watch videos about them, and then we make all about them. I can't remember what this one was, but we are like printing the same thing different times.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We did it a couple of times. We did that one a couple of times with different things. And then this one was probably one of my most recent things. I made this for shared reading. We did all trips that we went to, and I did my trip to Disney World.
I love it. It's a visual representation of our
Yes.
vacation last summer
Yeah.
to Disney World. So we've got Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, where you got changed into Moana for the day. Hollywood Studios with the
Yes.
Tower of Terror.
Yeah.
I love that.
My favorite one.
And then there's all of us, our
Yes.
extended family.
There
everybody.
was the Yeti coaster, I think so that was called. Right?
Oh, the Yeti coaster. Yep.
I
Yep.
think that's what it was called.
Okay. And then you get into, so art was a big piece,
Yes.
but you also wanted to showcase a couple other interests.
Yes. This year was my 3rd year of dance at Starlight Dance Connection. Right?
Yep. Starlit Dance Connection.
This year my song was Blue, and I had a couple friends in this, and it was really fun to do it.
So who did you have as friends?
Tenley, Izzy, and Tenley, Izzy.
Tenley and Izzy in there. It's good. So we know Tenley's watching in
Yes.
this video as well. So here we have an included video of the whole recital. We won't show the whole thing because it's just
A little
easier to
bit.
do that. They can click and watch. We're good. I don't have audio turned on anyway.
Mhm.
See, there's a picture of you in your dance outfit.
Yes.
You were really excited about this outfit too, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
You were really.
It's probably my favorite one because you got to use in tap and ballet. My first one had this giant poofy skirt, and then and I don't really wear skirts that often anymore, so I was happy to have pants this time.
Okay. And then we talked about the school part, right? Wrapping it
Yes.
back up with that leadership
Yes.
traits.
So this year I got Little Leader Award a couple times. Principal's 100 Club. My dad could only find 2 of them, but I got on it 3 times.
3 times for the principal's 100
Yes.
club.
And then I got a positive office for first one in our class to get 100% on ST Math.
That's a pretty big accomplishment. So
Yeah.
nice to get that. Go to the office for the good things, right?
And
document
then
that.
me and my friend Avery, we signed up for one of the STEM engineer week, and we got for the winter challenge. We made a snowman together.
I love that. And you won your winter challenge
Yes.
for the STEM. And then we couldn't get away from this. So I know James will be happy with this part, but we had to include the travel soccer, right?
And Coach Jared.
Coach Jared pointing in the background. Yeah. See him. He's really excited because he's just
Mhm. This was the soccer tournament that we got 2nd place in.
up in Akron.
Mm-hmm.
Some pictures of you with those flashy Jack Grealish boots there.
Yeah.
Right. And
Mhm.
you playing more soccer. So good action shots. It's a good way to reflect on the season, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes we always think back to like vacations. I know you like to. You always like to look back at old pictures and
Yeah.
photos.
On Mom's phone, there was like these videos of like summer of 2023 or Buffalo Museum that it has, and I like to look at those sometimes.
Do you think you would ever create a collection of just pictures for you to look back on?
Probably make one about pictures, soccer, and art.
Well, we're on vacation next week. Maybe we should do one for all of our vacation stuff.
Oh yeah,
Could we do that?
yeah.
And we could use your iPad. We can use my camera. We can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that'd be fun. There's a picture of Coach Dad right there. Look at that.
Coach Dad.
Coach Dad taking you out of the game. It doesn't happen very often. But
My dream restaurant, a combination of Man City and Stitch, with my workers Tisha and Arlington Holland.
not Erlington Holland. His name's Erling Holland. But I love
Erling.
I love the application. So you had to write what is this? Imagine you opened your own restaurant.
Yes. They'd have gold trophies with ice cream, pizza, golden trophies with ice cream,
You would serve pizza, golden-
tacos and coffee,
nachos.
tacos, coffee, nachos, and fries. I would
Higher.
hire Holland and Tisha. It would also have
It would also have
2 soccer field.
Yep.
It would also have 2 soccer field, Stitch cornhole, and a Man City and Stitch quiz while you wait for your food.
Perfect. I love that.
And a cat.
And a cat. Yes, the cat has made his appearance as he always does. So we've got Tisha and Erling Haaland. That's a really good picture, by the way, of Erling Haaland.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see you blow it up here, but that's right on par sometimes with his look. Some of your goals for 2024. Let's look back on these and see how close we got. So get your soccer team in the playoffs. We didn't do that one yet, huh?
That's basically the tournament, I guess.
Okay. Read 5th grade chapter books. That's ambitious.
I think I did.
You're making
that
progress?
Was the one in On the Ivan.
Okay. So you wrote a 5th grade, read a 5th grade chapter book, and you want to learn more words so you can read Harry Potter
this summer.
Your mother is really excited about reading the Harry Potter books with you, and
yes, I am too.
So
and then this one is one of my favorites. When I grow up, I want to be an art teacher because I love art and I am good at it. And I want to be an art teacher with Hadley. And in school, we already discussed we'll have a dream house. We'll live together.
I love it. So this is your new portfolio documenting all of your stuff across the grade 2. When you look back at portfolios, why are portfolios important?
So you can look back at the year and also to show how far you've gone. So like next year or in a couple of years, I can when I make like maybe my 4th or 3rd grade portfolio, I can look back and see what my 2nd and 4th grade one looks like, and see how much I've improved.
Yeah, and I think we see that when you look back from your 1st grade collection to what you're sharing now in 2nd grade. Like you have really taken off on showcasing things that are important to you.
And the last one was just my character traits.
Mm-hmm. So now we're moving from character traits up to pretty much everything from grade 2.
Yeah.
What was one of your favorite things to add to your portfolio? What was one of your favorite pieces? Was it the art? Was it the writing?
Probably the Monet Bridge.
The Monet
I
Bridge.
really like the Monet Bridge. My favorite.
Yeah, and that was fun. You mentioned the process too of taking the pictures and cropping and bringing it in.
To make the Monet Bridge, this was a 3-week project of first one. So the first one we had this tape, and we had to tape the bridge. If you could see, there's like holes where the tape wasn't there. And then the second week we just painted like the blue, purple, and green. And then the third week we took the paint off, glued it to the light gray piece of paper, and we added like the flowers, the like white wave ocean things, and the bushes with oil pastels.
That's cool. So did you really recommend Wakelet portfolios for everybody? Yeah. Awesome. Well, the cat's making his appearance. So that's what we got, James. We've got our portfolio. We've shared. The cat's getting feisty over here.
What's that for?
Wow, honestly, that was amazing. I spent the whole session just smiling. I'm sure everyone else did as well. That was an amazing portfolio. Thank you so much, Kennedy, for showing that.
Thank you. You're welcome.
There you go. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Nice. And hopefully you enjoy presenting as well. I mean, was this your first time presenting, Kennedy, or?
Is it your first time on?
Yeah.
First time on a live one, huh? We've done. She helped out with a Lumio webinar.
First time on like an entire one, like for the entire time, because I've came in after school and like said hi sometimes too. With Tisha.
Yeah.
Nice.
You photoed on the.
Yeah. Connor does the most though.
Nice. Well, make sure you add this to your portfolio, because this is a big step. And I know your dad touched on it there, but to see the difference from last year's portfolio collection to this year, I mean, you already touched on it, I suppose, but you can see how far you've come already with your artwork, with your soccer, with everything that a lot of things that you're trying out. So I can't wait to see what the 3rd grade one looks like.
I'm gonna make it now.
Yeah. She wants to make it now. Well, we got to wait till 3rd grade finishes, right?
Why?
I know. She's all in. We'll do one for. She had a couple of things she didn't include, so like your Minecraft world and a couple other.
It's not finished. I can't do the roof. It takes too long.
Well, our portfolio is ever really finished? We're always editing and tweaking, right?
True.
Very true. And you got the vacation, like you said, in between, so you can add the photos and pictures into there. So think there's a lot to come. Maybe this time next year we can jump on again and we can look through the other collections you've made.
Sounds good. You want to come back next year?
Yeah, you enjoyed it then. That's good. Okay.
High school.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's cover that then. Okay. Just one question before we jump off. This is for you, Ryan. I suppose we've seen Wakelet Ryan and what he thinks about portfolios. We've seen ex-admin, ex-teacher Ryan talk about portfolios. But how about Dad Ryan? What does Dad Ryan think about portfolios and how and why it's important for Kennedy to create one?
Yeah, it's so hard as a parent, and I love the fact that you separated all of those kind of personalities. Looking back and working on this and being asked to be on this webinar, it really caused her to sort through all of the stuff. When I was a student and my parents were collecting all of the things, it was a box. And I remember going back to my parents' house a couple of years ago, and my mother handed me this giant box of all of my old schoolwork.
Yeah.
And it was just like, what am I going to do with this? And for her to instead be able to flip through and take pictures and upload it and have this as a digital asset, for one, there's less paper clutter, but for two, she's going to hopefully take this with her for many, many years, and to be able to just look back and reflect, and she's seeing the growth. It's promoting so much more in her, where she was like smacking her head like, oh, I did that video last year and I don't want to do a video this year. And just seeing the growth and the progression and the confidence.
Don't you have that book of pictures back there?
I do have the book of pictures of
Yeah.
myself. Yeah. But like the confidence that you're growing, I wish I had that when I was a kid, to see how fast I was growing and maturing and just, acquiring all these skills, and to see you building a Wakelet portfolio at age 8 as fast as you do, because I know how long it takes James and I to create a presentation. Like, it's insane how quickly you've taken to this platform. So pride, all these feelings come over it, like a proud dad moment. I just feel like it's super important for her to be able to showcase who she is, show her progression. And she loves it. I think that's the thing too. When people like what they're using, they're going to keep doing it. And I think that matters.
Yeah, 100%. And you can see just how confident you are, Kennedy, in your speaking on here, obviously, but also in the portfolio too. And yeah, to add on to Ryan, yeah, I have a folder, a binder under my bed, actually. My mum gave it to me, full of certificates. It's got certifications and awards and achievements, which is great to look back on. And I can showcase that to people, but I don't really have anything to do with the skills. And like you're saying, I can't look back and look at that certificate and remember how I was at that time at speaking, for example, or at soccer or art. I just have to kind of remember as best I can, which I don't have the greatest of memories. So yeah, having certifications and awards is one thing, but yeah, those skills and the showcasing of skills in a portfolio with videos and the pictures, I think is really, really important. So I'm glad you touched on that.
It's like a snapshot. The photos will tell you a story, but again, this is I always say that a test is a snapshot, a portfolio is that movie.
Yes.
And being a dad, like just being able to see this movie go, is super cool. I'm proud of her, and I'm proud of everybody who shared today, seeing their journeys and seeing Brianna and seeing Clark. They are going to be set up for success so much because of this.
They are, yeah. We talk about future readiness. There's nothing like being future ready than a portfolio. It's really getting you ready for the future, whatever that may entail, whether you want to go into a certain job, career, sector, college, university, apprenticeship. As long as you have that portfolio with you, you are, it's versatile enough to set you up for the future of anything. So yeah, I appreciate you, Kennedy. Thank you. Ryan, thank you as well. Kennedy, you were amazing. Can't believe that was your first session. You were unbelievable.
She did pretty good.
Yeah. She did. Right. Well, enjoy the rest of your day. I know you're off school now, Kennedy, so enjoy yourself. And we'll see you soon.
See ya.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, great. Well, I think I speak for everyone when I say that was an amazing session, truly inspiring from the 3 students there. Clark here in the UK, Brianna there in India, and Kennedy over in Pennsylvania, US. Appreciate you all joining and everyone in the chat. Cheering on our little stars. So thank you so much for joining there. I have dropped the certificate link into the chat. So if you want to grab that along with the resources, we'll share around the profiles and collections that were shared. So you can pass them on to your own children or pass them to your students to inspire them too. Remember, anything that you find inspiring or you really liked from this that you want to share on social, please do. Screen grabs, quotes, video clips, you name it. Share it on social. Just use the hashtag Wakelet Community Week and you'll be entered into our competition for those VR headsets, Wakelet swag packs, and those daily prizes too. So make sure you do that. And then up next, in the next 10 minutes or so, we have an amazing session all around accessibility, in particular, accessibility and inclusive features on Wakelet. So that'll be one to check out. So go ahead, grab a drink, grab some bite to eat, and we'll see you in 10 minutes time. Bye.